It might sound surprising, but some vitamins we usually think are good for our health could quietly be affecting our legs, making them weaker, numb, or less stable over time. If you're looking to keep your legs strong at any age, let's dive into this together. Number 1. Vitamin A in retinol form. This vitamin is often promoted as being great for your health, but if you're over 60, using it the wrong way could quietly weaken your legs from the inside out. Let's talk about vitamin A, specifically in its retinol form. You'll find it in many multivitamins, fortified cereals, and even liver. And yes, your body needs vitamin A for vision and immunity. But here's the catch. Too much of it, especially in supplement form, can lead to a dangerous buildup in your system, something your aging liver can't filter out as efficiently anymore. Now, what does this mean for your legs? Research from the Linus Pauling Institute shows that excess vitamin A, over 2,500 IU per day, can actually weaken your muscles, especially those in your legs and hips. This weakness creeps up gradually, making it harder to climb stairs, get out of a chair, or keep your balance. For people dealing with osteoporosis, which affects nearly 10 million Americans over 60, this becomes a double threat. High vitamin A intake has been linked to a higher risk of fractures, particularly hip fractures. For senior health tips that truly protect your legs, check the label, choose multivitamins with beta-carotene instead of retinol, and keep your daily total under 2,500 IU. That small shift could help preserve the strength in your legs and help you stay on your feet longer. If you thought only low vitamin levels were a problem, think again. Both vitamin A and too much vitamin D can quietly break down your leg strength in different ways. Let's keep going. Number 2. Too much vitamin D. You're taking it to protect your bones, but in high doses, vitamin D can actually make your legs feel heavier, weaker, and harder to control. Here's the thing. Vitamin D is essential for senior health tips. It supports calcium absorption, bone density, and muscle function. But when you go over the recommended limit, especially with daily supplements, it becomes a different story, one that can quietly drain strength from your legs. According to the National Institutes of Health, older adults over 60 should aim for 600 to 800 IU of vitamin D per day and never exceed 4,000 IU. Stacking multiple sources, like milk, capsules, or multivitamins, can quietly push your vitamin D into overdose territory. What happens next? Too much vitamin D raises calcium levels in your blood. This condition is called hypercalcemia, and it leads to muscle cramps, chronic fatigue, and leg weakness. You may start to feel like your legs just can't hold you up the way they used to. And if you have kidney issues, which are common in people over 60, excess vitamin D can worsen the problem, leading to joint pain, fluid imbalance, and reduced mobility. For people with high blood pressure or heart disease, large doses may also interfere with medications and electrolyte balance, making your muscles more vulnerable to fatigue. To stay strong and safe, stick to trusted sources like fatty fish, moderate sunlight, and well-formulated multivitamins, and always check with your doctor before adding high-dose D supplements. Because strong legs don't just need support, they need protection. Think high-dose vitamin D is still safe after 60? Type no if you're rethinking that now, or tell us what works for you. Number 3. High-dose vitamin E. You stretch, rest, and eat well, yet your legs still feel sore and weak. The real reason might be hiding in a small golden capsule labeled vitamin E. Vitamin E is often praised for its antioxidant benefits. It protects cells and supports immune function. That sounds like a win, right? But here's the part most people over 60 don't hear. Taking too much vitamin E, especially in supplement form, can quietly weaken your legs, by affecting your blood's ability to clot and your muscles' ability to recover. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has warned that high doses, over 400 IU per day, may increase the risk of bleeding, especially in seniors taking blood thinners for heart disease or stroke prevention. What does that have to do with your legs? A lot. Thin blood means more bruises, poor recovery, and leg soreness after even simple movement. Even more concerning, some seniors report increased cramping, numbness, or heaviness in the lower limbs when combining high-dose vitamin E with medications for cholesterol or hypertension. That's because excess E can interfere with how your nerves and muscles communicate. For senior health tips that actually help, stick to food-based sources like almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach, and talk to your doctor if your multivitamin includes more than 15 milligrams. With vitamin E, a little goes a long way, and sometimes too much protection becomes the very thing that holds you back. Now, if muscle soreness didn't raise concern, maybe that strange tingling or numbness will. Vitamin E and B6 affect your legs in ways you can actually feel, and that makes this next part even more important. Number 4. Excess vitamin B6. That tingling in your toes? It might not be poor circulation, it could be your daily vitamins slowly numbing your nerves. If you're over 60 and notice a weird sensation in your legs, like pins and needles, or even mild numbness, you might assume it's just aging. But there's something else worth checking: how much vitamin B6 you're taking every day. Vitamin B6 is often included in multivitamins, energy drinks, and even breakfast cereals. It plays an important role in energy metabolism and brain function. But here's the problem. High doses of B6, especially over 100 milligrams per day, can damage your nerves, particularly in your hands and legs. This nerve damage builds slowly and often looks like normal aging, so it's easy to miss. According to the National Institutes of Health, excessive B6 has been linked to muscle weakness, difficulty walking, and loss of balance, all red flags for seniors trying to stay mobile and independent. If you already have diabetes, thyroid issues, or a history of nerve problems, high B6 intake may worsen your symptoms or mask other causes of leg fatigue. For senior health tips that truly protect your nerves and muscles, check your supplement labels carefully. You only need about 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams of B6 per day after age 60. More is not better. And when it comes to protecting your legs, balance is everything. Ever felt unexplained numbness or tingling in your legs? Type 4 if you've experienced that before. So yeah, that last one, vitamin B6, might sound harmless, but when it sneaks into your daily routine in high doses, your legs could pay the price without you even realizing it. And when you think back, it's kind of surprising, right? Vitamin A, D, E, and B6, they're all familiar, even trusted. But when taken the wrong way, especially after 60, they can quietly chip away at your strength, balance, and confidence on your feet. That's why it matters to check your labels, stay in the safe zone, and always ask your doctor before adding new supplements. For more real, simple senior health tips like these, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've got more coming to help you stay strong, steady, and in control. But avoiding the bad ones is just half the story. What really keeps your legs strong after 60 is what you do choose to put in your body. So now, let's talk about the 4 vitamins that can truly support your strength, balance, and mobility even well into your 90s. Number 5. Vitamin D in the right amount. If you've ever struggled to get up from a chair without holding on, your legs might just be asking for more vitamin D. This one might surprise you. After all, we just talked about how too much vitamin D can do harm. But in the right amount, vitamin D can be one of the most powerful tools for keeping your legs strong and steady after 60. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It helps your muscles contract properly, supports balance, and improves coordination between nerves and movement. That means fewer stumbles, better posture, and more control every time you take a step. A study from the National Institutes of Health showed that adults over 60 who took 800 IU of vitamin D daily had up to 47% fewer falls than those who didn't. That's not magic, it's science, and it matters, especially if you're dealing with osteoporosis or low mobility. The key is to aim for 15 to 20 micrograms per day, which is about 600 to 800 IU, and make sure it's coming from quality sources: moderate sunlight, fatty fish like salmon, fortified milk, or a reliable daily supplement. Senior health tips don't have to be complicated. Just stay consistent. Vitamin D might not feel like much, but for your legs, it's like flipping the power switch back on. So we've seen how vitamin D helps activate muscle power, but that power means nothing without nerve control. And that's where B12 comes in. Stay with me. Number 6. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Ever feel like your legs don't quite respond the way they used to, like they're disconnected from the rest of your body? That's not just in your head. As you age, the connection between your brain and your legs can weaken, and one big reason is a lack of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 plays a critical role in nerve health. It helps maintain the coating around your nerves, like insulation on a wire. When B12 runs low, those signals don't travel as smoothly. You might notice numbness in your feet, tingling in your legs, or even balance issues when standing or walking. These aren't just senior moments, they're red flags your body is running low on what it needs. Here's the tricky part. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, which means your body can't absorb B12 from food as well as it used to. That's why even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, you could still be running low without knowing it. According to the National Institutes of Health, the recommended daily intake is 2.4 micrograms, but for many seniors, a supplement or B12 injection may be the only way to truly restore levels and keep nerve function strong. For senior health tips that matter, talk to your doctor about getting your B12 levels checked, because sometimes keeping your legs strong isn't about muscle. It's about staying connected. Do I know someone over 60 who felt steadier after fixing their B12? Tag them or comment 6 if that's you. Number 7. Vitamin E, the muscle shield. As your legs stay sore long after a short walk, your muscles might be missing their best line of defense, vitamin E. Vitamin E works like armor for your muscles. As you move, especially after 60, your body creates tiny amounts of stress in your muscle tissues. That's normal. But when this stress builds up and your body can't keep up, it turns into soreness, stiffness, and slow recovery. That's where vitamin E steps in. As a natural antioxidant, it fights off cell damage, helps your muscles repair faster, and reduces inflammation after physical activity. So, if you've ever felt like your legs are still tired even the next day after a walk, this vitamin could help you bounce back quicker. But here's the key for senior health tips. You don't need high doses. In fact, we already saw that too much vitamin E from supplements can cause bleeding risks. What you want is a gentle, consistent supply from food. That includes almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocado. Simple foods that feed your muscles without going overboard. With the right amount, vitamin E doesn't just help your legs recover, it keeps you moving forward, one strong step at a time. If protecting your muscles from damage matters, then helping them heal matters even more. Vitamin E keeps things strong. Vitamin C helps them recover. Both play a quiet but essential role. Number 8. Vitamin C, the repair foundation. If every little bump or strain takes forever to heal, your legs might be missing their structural support, vitamin C. We all know vitamin C helps with the immune system, But if you're over 60 and notice your legs ache longer than they used to after a simple walk, or if bruises, minor sprains, or muscle soreness linger for days, your body might be telling you something deeper. Vitamin C is what your body uses to build and repair connective tissue, especially collagen, which holds everything together: joints, tendons, muscles, and blood vessels. It's like the cement in your body's foundation. When your levels drop too low, your body can't patch things up as quickly, and small issues in your legs, like strain from stepping off a curb or twisting your ankles slightly, can turn into bigger problems. It's even more important if you already live with arthritis, poor circulation, or diabetes. These conditions often slow healing and cause inflammation. Vitamin C helps reduce oxidative stress, supports blood flow, and makes the recovery process smoother, faster, and less painful. Studies from the National Institutes of Health highlight that seniors who maintain adequate vitamin C levels tend to have better physical performance, stronger grip, and shorter recovery time after muscle strain. It doesn't directly bulk up your muscles, but it lays the foundation so they can function and heal. You don't need megadoses. Just focus on natural foods. Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits, strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, or even a daily serving of kiwi. It's a simple step, but one that can keep your legs stronger, steadier, and more resilient. And like with all senior health tips, consistency is key. It's not just about taking something once. It's about supporting your legs every day so they can keep supporting you. Vitamin C is already part of your daily habit: citrus, peppers, or supplements. Drop a quick 8 below. So yeah, that last one, vitamin C, it may not sound exciting, but it quietly holds everything together. The older we get, the more we need that kind of behind-the-scenes support. And when you look back, it's kind of a full circle, isn't it? Vitamin D gives your legs the strength to rise. B12 keeps the signal flowing so your brain and feet stay connected. Vitamin E protects your muscles from wear and tear. And vitamin C? It helps you bounce back when life knocks you around a little. One step at a time, these 4 can help you stay steady, strong, and sure on your feet, even at 94. So now you know, vitamins can help or harm. But here's the thing, even the right ones can backfire if you're not paying attention to how you're taking them. That's why I want to share one simple habit that can make a huge difference for your legs. Check your vitamin labels every 6 months. Sounds basic, but most seniors never do it. And over time, your body changes, your needs shift, but that same old multivitamin stays on your shelf like clockwork. You may not realize you're stacking doses from different sources, one from your daily pill, another from your fortified breakfast cereal, maybe even your protein drink. And before you know it, something like vitamin A or B6 quietly climbs into the danger zone. So here's a senior health tip worth keeping. Grab your bottles, turn them around, and read the fine print. Look at the dosage, check what's overlapping, and ask your doctor if that daily routine still makes sense for your body today, not the way it was 10 years ago. Because staying strong on your feet doesn't just come from what you take, it comes from knowing what you're really taking. And once you've double-checked what you're putting in your body, there's something else just as important: how it moves through your body. Your legs don't just rely on muscle, they rely on circulation. And for many people over 60, that's where things start to slow down. You might notice cold feet, tingling toes, or a heavy, dragging feeling in your calves by the afternoon. Those are signs that your blood isn't flowing the way it used to. Vitamins like E and C help support healthy blood vessels, sure, but vitamins alone aren't enough if the blood they're riding on can't get to where it needs to go. So here's one of the simplest senior health tips to protect your legs. Move your body to move your blood. You don't need a gym. Just stand and stretch every hour. Walk for 10-15 minutes in the morning, or rotate your ankles while watching TV. Keep a bottle of water nearby. Hydration helps your blood flow better too, because strong legs need more than strong muscles. They need fuel, and that fuel comes through healthy, moving blood. And even if you're moving, eating well, and taking the right vitamins, sometimes your legs still don't feel like they used to. That's when it's time for a deeper check-in. Here's a habit that most people over 60 overlook, but it could change everything. Reset your leg health every 3 to 4 months. What do I mean by reset? Simple. Every season or so, take time to review how your legs feel, how steady you are, and how long it takes to recover after walking or standing. Ask your doctor to run a basic blood test to check your vitamin levels, especially B12, D, and iron. Because sometimes the problem isn't what you're taking, it's how your body is, or isn't, absorbing it. As we age, stomach acid levels drop, medications interfere with digestion, and nutrients like B12 can slip right through without doing their job. That means your legs can feel weak, not because you're missing the vitamin, but because it's not getting where it needs to go. For long-term senior health tips that work, don't wait for a big fall to find out something's off. Use your calendar as a gentle reminder to reset, review, and realign your routine so your legs can keep carrying you forward, strong and steady. This is for educational purposes and not medical advice. So after going through all those vitamins and the extra tips we just talked about, here's the bottom line. Your legs don't have to get weaker just because you're getting older. A few smart changes made early can help you stay steady, mobile, and independent a whole lot longer. See? The truth is, we can do more than we think to keep our legs strong. Even as we get older, our bodies can still respond if we give them what they need and avoid what might be harmful. So don't wait. Take action now. Quick note, this content is for reference only and isn't medical advice. Be sure to talk to your doctor before making any changes. So now's a good time to check in with your doctor, make sure your supplements are doing what they're supposed to, stay hydrated, and maybe go for a short walk today. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to follow Healthcase, share this with someone who might need it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.